हॉलीवुड फिल्मों के लिए मार्केट है बिग सिटीज़ में, अभी ग्रो हो रहा है इवन इन द स्मॉलर टियर सिटीज़. I mean, it's obviously the English-speaking market, and then now that the films dub हो रहे हैं, that is increasing the market slowly, and I mean, we can see it with the amount of releases that's out there. Satellites made a huge difference also. People are getting exposed to more films and now watching more films. मेरा एक फेवरेट डायरेक्टर नहीं है और मेरे फॉरेन फिल्म्स के डायरेक्टर सब हॉलीवुड से नहीं हैं. आई लव स्टैनली क्यूब्रिक, ही वाज ब्रिटिश. हॉलीवुड, मेन हॉलीवुड से आई थिंक मार्टिन स्कॉर्सेज़ी, आई थिंक पॉल थॉमस एंडरसन, ओल्ड टाइम बिली वाइल्डर, स्टीवन स्पीलबर्ग, स्टीवन सोडरबर्ग. बहुत बहुत है, मेरा एक ऐसा एक फिल्म मेकर नहीं है. और एक्ट्रेस, अगर मुझे किसी एक्ट्रेस के साथ काम करना हो तो एक्ट्रेसेस भी बहुत हैं. मेरिल स्ट्रीप, जेनिफर लॉरेंस, केट ब्लैंचेट, केट विंसलेट, बहुत हैं. I think in terms of programming, in terms of content, if they need anything from me to ideate, to brainstorm, I would definitely be there. In terms of hopefully being able to read the future on their page, on social media, to figure out what the discussions on their films are, to participate with people, to talk, to interact with people in terms of discussion. I think that's where it would be most interesting for me, for them and me.
Zoya, what prompted you to took this role as a community ambassador?
Yeah, usually I would never do something like this. It's just that what they were trying to do with their channel was just perfect. What they were trying to do with their channel was just perfect for me. In the sense that I am a movie buff, I watch movies. They have a great lineup, and they want to create a space where people where people go and watch a match together. Like you go to your friend's house to see the match. So they want to create a space where every Sunday there's a premiere and you go and watch a movie together. And that's what I've grown up doing, and it just felt like home. It was just perfect.
Zoya ji,
Of course, जिंदगी ना मिलेगी दोबारा. Two can't be made without Hrithik, Farhan and Abhay. तो अगर if it ever happens, it'll have to have them. अभी करंटली मैं मेरा स्क्रिप्ट लिख रही हूँ, मेरी स्क्रिप्ट लिख रही हूँ रीमा के साथ. रीमा और मैं उसके स्क्रिप्ट पे काम कर रहे हैं. हम 2 वेब सीरीज़ लिख रहे हैं टुगेदर, और उसके अलावा मैं ये कर रही हूँ. और हाँ,
साल में कितनी फिल्म डायरेक्ट करना चाहेंगे?
साल में आई वुड लाइक टू बी एंडलेस, लेकिन होता नहीं है. साल में इफ़ यू आर रियली लकी एंड रियली क्विक, एक हो जाएगा. I love Rishikesh Mukherjee's films. A lot of his films were ensemble films. He had big star casts. He had lots of actors and lots of characters, and I think that, and the way he used them, the way he cast people, the way he, and that is something that I have, I think, learned and imbibed subconsciously from him. And I just love his humor. His humor, I just find him very funny. His films are very funny. They're very simple stories, intimate stories, and very telling of character. They're very character-based and telling, which is something I like. Honestly, I think we have our own superheroes, and our superheroes are the super gods, our superheroes. I mean, if you make a film today, and if you made a film on Shiva, you made a film on Krishna, you made a film on, about, I think if you made a film keeping our mythology, and our world in mind, I don't think you can go wrong. Because we have our own superheroes. Of course, they have a budget that mounts the film because they have that budget because they have a global audience. So they can get that kind of budget because they have that kind of revenue. And our budgets are increasing because our market is increasing. So it'll take time. Yes, we give. We give a lot of. The film industry is paying a lot of tax, and if you speak to any producer today, very, very few films are making money. They are bleeding. Films are bleeding because with the multiplexes, with the taxation, with service tax, luxury tax, this tax. That, it's just crazy. It's not possible to break. So you have to make your films really tight, and. आपने मेरा आंसर put it because I don't know today.
Please don't be scared about it.
Are you crazy?
It's right. We do have the Krishna. We have the
the superheroes and mythology.
But they'll say, what do you mean they're not superheroes, they're gods? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I just think our mythology is that, but I don't know how people will.
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm
I
saying?
know, but you tell me. I mean, I think it's a great bite. It really makes sense.
I'll tell you what you do. Do me a favor. Take out the names. Just keep it mythology.
Okay, that'll be too choppy.
It
Will you
won't.
Give me a bite again.
Yeah, I'll give you the bite again. Take out the names because they'll cut my throat, yeah. I don't. Do you trust them? Can you guarantee? I
will
can't.
stand for you. I think.
Stand for me means thank you very much. But do you understand what I'm saying?
I know. You can just. I mean,
एक सेकेंड ब्रांडिंग लगा देता हूँ
Huh?
एक सेकेंड
I don't think it'll be a problem at all.
डालना पड़ेगा
Take the bite again. I'm telling you, take the bite again because you don't want to get into it and I don't want to get into it. Like they don't need logic. They don't. It's not. They are not interested in what's intelligent and what. They just need something to shout about. Don't put names because today is a weird time, yeah. Take the bite again. I'll give you a proper bite. There are two things. Firstly, one is that Hollywood has a much larger world market, a much more global market. Their films have traveled to various more countries, so obviously their revenue is bigger. So their revenue is bigger, which allows them to make their films on a bigger scale and a bigger production. So that's one thing. Second thing is, I think that if we dug into our own history, we made films on our own superheroes. I mean, our mythology is rich with stories. If we did that, I really think that it would serve us better. I think more people would be watching it, and I think globally more people would watch it. I think we would immediately have a big audience.
Heroes or the Indian.
We have our own. We grew up on Amar Chitra Katha, and I think Amar Chitra Katha will give you a lot of heroes that you can make films about. So we do have our own heroes that we can actually be making films about. You know.
So you think there is a great scope of.
I think there's a great scope, and I think that they're so unique to Indian culture that I think not only Indians that will identify with, but the fact that it's so unique, I think it's also the kind of film that will travel. You know, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks.